After 17 hours of travel time from Indianapolis to Philadelphia, from Philadelphia to London, from London to Barcelona, we are finally here.
In order to get to our hotel, there is an Aero bus that we're gonna take. That'll take us straight downtown. Oops. Their escalators are no stairs, so it's just a slick ramp. And my bag is all-wheel turn, so my bag does not like this. Was that the Aero bus?
Utilizing the Aero bus is an excellent way to get from the airport to the city center, in addition to providing an easy way to get our 72-hour Hola Barcelona pass. The Hola Barcelona pass provided us with unlimited public transport on buses and trains throughout the metro area. This cost a grand total of 31 euros.
So we're in Park Ciutadella. I think it's called Ciutadella. Ciutadella? I'm not sure. But we're actually here to go swing dancing at noon.
Prior to the swing dance starting, we saw local residents traditionally dancing in the gazebo. As it seemed traditional, it didn't feel right to jump in and ask for a dance, so I stood to the side just as a spectator. Do you have a cultural dance that you enjoy? Let me know in the comments.
I love this park so much greenery, so many activities. You can rent bikes, you can rent, not sailboat, what was it called?
Paddle boat.
Paddle boat. You can sit on the greenery, have a picnic, people watch. That's like my favorite activity ever. And the sun is doing wonders for my skin right now. I love it.
At 1 p.m., the DJ switched out and the local dancers joined in the gazebo. This occurs every first Sunday in Park Ciutadella. And it's free. It's a great way to kick off our trip.
Oh, right in the center of the park, you have so many different activities, and right now we decided to take a rowboat out on the pond. So, row! Oh, this is a lot harder than I thought. Are we moving? You know, this isn't a bad idea to kill some time. So we've got an extra 40 minutes on our hand. This activity is 30 minutes long and it's only 6 euros. Not too expensive for an activity, right? My arms hurt. Whew. So it's something we hear about in school. It's something that you see on Instagram. But right here, right now, we're here to see La Sagrada Familia. Tour, we start off with a radio, headphones, and our tour guide is on the way. Welcome to La Sagrada Familia.
At the conclusion of our cathedral tour, we opted in the ticket package to go all the way to the top of the Passion Tower inside La Sagrada Familia. Once you board the elevator, you go 200 feet up and take in breathtaking views of Barcelona. Full disclaimer, there is no elevator back down and the stairwell is extremely narrow. Prepare yourself.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. So even though there are a lot of stairs, we still have all those landings, which definitely breaks up just walking downstairs really well. They're pretty narrow though. I mean, that's as much space as I have. So
Plenty of wind though.
Tons of wind. It is actually pretty breezy up here. So it's still wintertime here. It is really cold right now.
For this particular tour, you're not able to bring any large bags. You have to place all items in a locker.
So because we didn't have €1, they were kind to give us a complimentary euro, but I do have to give it back.
Once you're able to figure out the public transit system, it is fairly easy to use, especially if you're used to using public transit here in the United States.
One thing that I do recommend, if you haven't already done it, I did convert a couple of dollars, US dollars, into euros, and I'll tell you why. Because some things do cost just little bits of money, and I recommend that you carry these $2 euros on you, or 2 cent. Yeah, they're $2 euros, and it's so convenient to just have in your pocket, because if something's 50 cents, I'm not gonna swipe my credit card for that. So it's super convenient. I hope you guys take this tip back. And I'm actually on the balcony at the hotel. Ugh, I just love it here. After a 30-minute bus ride, we're extremely hungry, and we found the most gorgeous restaurant overlooking the city of Barcelona. We're 15 minutes away from going to the funicular to go see Montjuic. Let's have some lunch.
I do recommend you dress up a little bit better than jeans and a t-shirt because we didn't realize the caliber of this restaurant until we walked inside, but we were hungry, so we stayed anyway.
Just finished eating. Where are we going now?
So right now we're heading up to Montjuic, the cable car. I believe it's in our Metro Pass, but we're gonna find out. But let's talk about paella. I do not eat seafood, and they had a phenomenal vegetable and fruit paella. So even if you don't eat paella, ask if they have a veggie option for you, and they just might, because it worked out for us today. And it looks like our Metro passes will work because we have the 72 unlimited pass, and it looks like that's what we take to get in. So let's see if it works. That totally saved us $13 round trip. So really convenient that if you have a Metro pass, make sure you utilize it as much as you can, because we would have paid $13 and some change to do this activity. So the cable cars and the funicular are two different things. So this takes you down the mountain, like back down to the city. We don't want that, but good to know, so we can do that when we come back down. So I think we do have to pay to get onto the cable cars. But that's a good option, so we should take that when we head back instead of the bus. Dang, I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm not gonna be loud and wrong this time. There's a whole queue line for the cable cars that we just completely bypassed. Let's blame it on the lunch, right? It made us sleepy, so let's blame it on that.
The Montjuic cable car is a top Barcelona attraction that takes you to the tallest peak of one of the mountains to overlook the entire city and the local seaport. The cost is about $15 round trip, but you do have the option to walk up or walk back down if you choose. There are 3 stops that you can hop off on along the way up, or you can just take the climb straight to the top. So that's a fishing boat. You see it, Sean? You see all the birds hovering above that fishing boat? It's totally a fishing boat. There's no other reason for the birds to be like hovering.
So when you come up to the top of Montjuic, you are afforded the views of the port, which we didn't see earlier. We saw tops of the cruise ships that were here and the ferries, but we couldn't actually see it. Now we can really see it and see the Mediterranean. Wow.
And when you're ready to head back down the mountain, just scan your return ticket and jump inside the cable car.
Yeah, it's been fun. Oh, cool.
Oh, it's kind of like
Yeah.
those things.
So we're not really sure where this goes. It goes somewhere, but we've got all day passes and we can figure it out later.
Sweet.
This looks fun. So the one awkward thing about this is that there are only 4 seats in the entire car. So people are sitting on the stairs, people are standing. So it's weird.
Okay.
We found out where the funicular goes, and it let us out at one of the train stations. It's called the Parallel train station. So thankfully they have these handy maps here, so we know we stay in Catalonia, so we recognize that we can catch any of these trains, preferably this one, to get to our hotel. So we got it. Traveling made easy by maps.
And after a long day of walking, it was time to snack our way through the famous Mercado de la Boqueria food market. There were so many unique stalls with grab-and-go snacks, sit-down style meals, or even veggies and meats to take home to prepare for later. The marketplace did not feel super touristy, and the prices weren't bad. My favorite booth had tons of gourmet sugary sweets. Just look at all these amazing assortments. Also, I was a bit curious because I work in a field of public health for food safety, and all of this stuff is just out and open. While here in Barcelona, we are taking the BCN Segway tour. It's a 2-hour tour, and we get to see the beach area, some sights in downtown, and we have the most fabulous tour guide with us. This is a definite must-do while you're here in Barcelona. Prior to starting your tour, you are provided with a water bottle, a helmet, and the option to leave any large items or jackets at their office. Once you're geared up, your tour guide gives you one-on-one help to get you acclimated to maneuvering your Segway. BCN Segway Tours operates multiple tours across the city, but we chose to do the 2-hour downtown waterfront tour, which costs about 49 euros. One of my final Barcelona recommendations will be to get a hotel with an accessible rooftop. We love a good view, and we hope that this video inspires you to take a trip to Barcelona, Spain.
Our time in Barcelona is over. We've got our bags, and now it's time to head to the train station because we are heading to Madrid.
This has been another Candid Cami Travels video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video because we're taking the high-speed rail down to Madrid.